I see you. I see the weight that you carry after the scrolling. I see the moment when you put your phone down last night and felt something collapse inside of you. You scrolled through lives that looked perfect, moments that looked carefully curated, and somewhere in the process of watching other people's best days compiled into one continuous stream, you felt yourself becoming smaller. Not just emotionally, smaller in every sense, smaller in your own eyes, less significant, less important, less worthy of space in this world. And I want you to know that I see this. I see what social media does to the hearts of my beloved. I see how it takes beautiful people and convinces them that they are not beautiful enough. I see how it takes accomplished people and makes them feel like failures. I see how it takes ordinary, wonderful, meaningful lives and makes them feel ordinary in a way that feels like a curse rather than a blessing. Let me tell you what I know about what happened to you last night when you were scrolling. I know that you were comparing. You were doing something that the human mind is wired to do. You were measuring yourself against someone else's highlight reel and deciding that you came up short. You looked at her vacation photos and thought about your ordinary Tuesday. You saw his professional accomplishments and felt a twinge of failure about your own path. You watched their family moment, carefully photographed and perfectly lit, and you thought about the messiness of your own relationships. You looked at their morning routine, their fitness journey, their spiritual progress, their financial success, their beautiful home, their beautiful children, their beautiful life. And somewhere in the middle of all that beautiful, you decided that your life was not beautiful, that your morning was not enlightened enough, that your body was not fit enough, that your relationship was not stable enough, that your home was not clean enough, that your children were not successful enough, that you in your entirety were somehow not enough. And here is what breaks my heart. You were comparing your behind the scenes to someone else's highlight reel. You were taking all of your unfiltered reality, your doubts, your failures, your ordinary moments, your unflattering angles, your struggles that nobody sees, and you were holding it up next to a carefully selected, filtered, edited, curated version of someone else's life. You were comparing the totality of your real experience to a 2-second video clip of someone else's best moment. That is not a fair comparison. That is not an honest comparison. That is a comparison that was designed to make you feel small, and that is exactly what it did. I want to pause here and talk about what comparison actually is. Comparison is not neutral. Comparison is not a simple observation where you notice differences and move on. Comparison, when it happens in the context of social media and highlight reels, is a violence that you commit against yourself. You take everything that is real about you, everything that is difficult and complicated and human and true, and you hold it up next to a carefully constructed fantasy of someone else's life, and then you judge yourself as lacking. You tell yourself that you are not good enough, not pretty enough, not successful enough, not spiritual enough, not disciplined enough. And all of these judgments come from a comparison that was rigged from the beginning. It was never going to result in you feeling good about yourself, because it was designed to make you buy something, click something, want something, become something other than what you actually are. The lie of social media is this:
If you could just become more like someone else, if you could have what they have, if you could be what they appear to be, then you would finally be happy. Then you would finally be enough. Then your life would finally matter. But this lie has destroyed so many of my beloved. It has stolen years of peace from people who are truly beautiful and truly valuable and truly living meaningful lives. They don't see it because they're too busy looking at someone else's carefully filtered version of their own existence. I want to ask you a hard question, and I want you to really think about it. When was the last time you felt fully satisfied with your life without mentally comparing it to someone else's life? When was the last time you looked at yourself and thought, I am good, this is enough, this is good, without the caveat of, but she has more, or, but he did it better, or, but they're further along? When was the last time you were able to celebrate your own accomplishment without immediately thinking of someone else who accomplished more? When was the last time you felt genuinely happy for someone else without it triggering a feeling of your own inadequacy?
I'm not asking these questions to make you feel worse. I'm asking them because I think you already know the answer. And the answer is probably, it's been a long time, Jesus. I can't remember the last time I felt that way. And the reason you can't remember is because you have trained your mind to always be looking sideways, always measuring, always comparing. Your mind has become a comparison machine, and every time you open your social media app, you feed that machine more material to work with. You give it more people to compare yourself to. You give it more highlight reels to measure your reality against. You give it more opportunities to convince you that you are not enough. But here's what I know about you that you may have forgotten. You were never meant to live someone else's story. You were never created with the intention that you would spend your life trying to become someone else. You were not designed to live according to someone else's blueprint. I created you, specific you, individual you, unique you, with intention and with love. I crafted your personality, your gifts, your challenges, your history, your relationships, your circumstances, not as a draft version that you need to improve upon by copying someone else, but as the actual intended creation, the real version, the version that is supposed to exist in this world. Think about what that means. Think about it deeply. You are not a rough draft. You are not a lesser version of someone else. You are not a work in progress that will finally be complete when you manage to make yourself into someone else's image. You are complete right now. You are the intended version. You are the version that the world needs. Your specific combination of gifts and challenges, your specific way of loving and creating and being, your specific perspective and wisdom and experience, these things exist nowhere else in the world. They exist only in you. And when you spend your time and your energy trying to become someone else, you rob the world of you. You rob your friends of the specific friendship that only you can offer. You rob your family of the specific love and presence that only you can bring. You rob your future of the specific impact and contribution that only you can make. Social media has told you a lie about comparison. It has told you that comparison is motivation. It has told you that seeing someone else's success will inspire you to achieve your own success. But what it has actually done is create in you a wound, a deep, pervasive belief that you are not enough and that you never will be enough, because there will always be someone who is doing it better, being it better, looking it better. This is not inspiration. This is despair wearing the mask of motivation. I want to talk to the sad people in your life, the ones who feel this comparison most deeply, the ones who are prone to scrolling at midnight and feeling their self-worth crumble with every image they see. I want to say to you, you have been wounded by comparison. You have been trained to believe that your value is determined by how you compare to others. You have learned to define yourself not by your own inherent worth, but by your standing in an invisible ranking system where someone else is always ahead of you. This is not the way you were meant to live. This is not the abundant life that I came to bring you. When I look at you, I don't see someone who needs to be more like someone else. I don't see someone who needs to change fundamentally in order to be worthy of love and belonging. I see someone who is already beloved. I see someone who is already enough. I see someone whose life has value and meaning, not because of what they own or what they've achieved or how they look, but simply because they exist. You matter. Your life matters. Your ordinary Tuesday matters. Your quiet morning matters. Your simple joy matters. Your small act of kindness matters. Your presence in the life of someone who loves you matters. These things matter not because they compare favorably to someone else's life. They matter because they are yours, and you are mine, and that is enough.
The comparison trap is particularly insidious because it never lets you win. Even when you achieve something, even when you reach a goal or accomplish something impressive, the comparison machine kicks in and finds someone else who achieved more, who did it faster, who did it better, and you're back to feeling inadequate. You can lose 50 pounds and feel fat because you see someone else who lost 60. You can get a promotion and feel unsuccessful because you see someone else's bigger job title. You can have a beautiful home and feel poor because you see someone else's more luxurious home. There is no end to comparison. There is no winning point because comparison is not actually about achieving. It's about a wound that needs healing, and no amount of external success can heal an internal wound of inadequacy. So let me speak to your wound now. Let me speak to the place in you that has been convinced that you are not enough. Let me speak to the shame that social media has cultivated in you. I see it. I see the way you talk to yourself. I see the internal monologue that runs in your head when you look at your body, your accomplishments, your relationships, your spiritual progress. I see the way you punish yourself for not being further along. I see the way you compare your beginning to someone else's middle, someone else's end, and wonder why you're struggling so much. And I want to tell you something that I need you to really hear. This stopping. This ends now. Not later. Now. You don't need to become someone else. You don't need to fit yourself into a mold that was designed for someone else. You don't need to chase a life that looks like someone else's curated image. What you need is to come home to yourself. What you need is to accept yourself not as a lesser version of someone else, but as the complete, valuable, worthy person that I created you to be. What you need is to practice gratitude for your life, not as a comparison to someone else's life, but as your own unique expression of what it means to be alive. Your morning is enough. Your body is enough. Your job is enough. Your relationship is enough. Your home is enough. Your children are enough. Your progress is enough. You are enough. Not in comparison to anyone else, not in relation to anyone else. You are enough in yourself, as yourself, standing alone without needing to measure yourself against anyone. You are inherently valuable. You have inherent worth. This is not something you earn. This is not something you achieve. This is something you receive. This is something that I have already given to you, and it's time for you to accept it. I know that accepting this is hard. I know that you have spent years, maybe decades, training your mind to believe the opposite. I know that breaking free from comparison addiction is a real thing that takes real work, but I'm inviting you to start now. I'm inviting you to put the phone down, not forever, if that's not possible. I know you live in a world where connection through these platforms is necessary, but I'm inviting you to be intentional about it. I'm inviting you to set boundaries. I'm inviting you to limit the time you spend in comparison. I'm inviting you to follow people who inspire you without making you feel small. I'm inviting you to unfollow, if necessary, the accounts that consistently trigger comparison wounds. I'm inviting you to curate your feed intentionally, not out of denial of reality, but out of self-protection and self-love. And beyond the phone, beyond the social media management, I'm inviting you into a morning devotion practice that will help rewire the way you think about yourself and your life. Each morning, before you pick up your phone, before you step into your day, I'm inviting you to sit with me for a few minutes and remember the truth about who you are. I'm inviting you to remind yourself of the reality of your life as it actually is, not as it appears to others. I'm inviting you to practice gratitude for the specific details of your specific life. I'm inviting you to remember that your story is the only story you're supposed to be living.
The morning prayer that I want to invite you into is a prayer of acceptance and affirmation. It's a prayer that says, I accept my life as it is. I accept myself as I am. I release the comparison. I release the judgment. I choose to believe that I am enough. You might pray something like this in your own words. Father, I'm tired of comparing myself to everyone else. I'm tired of feeling like I'm not enough. I'm tired of measuring my life against highlight reels that aren't real. Today, I choose to accept myself. Today, I choose to believe that my life is enough. Today, I choose to be grateful for what I have instead of grieving what I don't. Help me to see myself the way you see me, as beloved, as worthy, as complete. Help me to remember that I'm not supposed to be anyone else. I'm supposed to be me, and that is enough. Amen. This morning devotion about comparison and social media weariness is about reclaiming your peace, reclaiming your self-worth, and reclaiming your identity from the grip of comparison. It's about remembering that the life you're living right now, in its ordinary, unfiltered, real state, is actually a good life. It's about learning to celebrate yourself without the caveat of comparison. It's about moving from a place of scarcity, where there's only so much success and beauty and worth to go around, into a place of abundance, where there is infinite space for your unique expression of being alive. You were never meant to live someone else's story. You were meant to live your own. And your own story, the one that's unfolding day by day, moment by moment, in all of its ordinary beauty, is the one that matters. It's the one that's supposed to exist. It's the one that the world is waiting for. Stop trying to be someone else. Start being unapologetically, authentically, completely yourself. That is more than enough. That is everything. As you move through this day, I want you to carry with you the truth that I'm speaking to you right now. When you're tempted to pick up your phone and fall into the comparison trap again, when you're tempted to measure yourself against someone else's highlight reel, when you're tempted to feel small and inadequate, I want you to remember, I am enough. My life is enough. I am not supposed to be living someone else's story. I'm supposed to be living mine, and my story matters. Hold on to this. Believe this. Live this. This is the truth that will set you free from comparison. This is the truth that will bring you peace. This is the truth that I have for you in this moment and in every moment. You are enough. You always have been. You always will.